What's going on? It's your boy Sermon at Sermon's Domain on Twitter. Goldlink is here with his debut album, and after that we didn't talk. First off, let me explain. I've been knowing about Goldlink since he put out the God Complex last year, and he came highly recommended. Through a couple people that I knew, and so I gave it a listen. At the time, I don't know, it just wasn't for me. The music didn't catch on as much. So I was like, okay, it's not bad, but it doesn't move me in a way that other artists do. So I gave it a couple listens and I moved on. I was reading a Fader interview that he did, I want to say it was last month. And it just made me want to listen to this album more because I like the way he was, he was talking about how he was literally working on an intro for the project, and he did, and obviously I don't believe the number, but I kind of get the whole reference. But he said that he worked on the intro, 800 different intros before he finally settled on the one that's on the album. And I thought that was, it was interesting just to see how passionate he was about creating, that intro, because the intro is a very important part of an album, and to know that he cared about it, it really stood out to me. And then another thing that he talked about in the interview was how he wanted to stop cussing because he's gonna have kids one day and he wants to be able to play his music for his kids. Now, one thing that I noticed that maybe he's gonna implement in future music, but on this album he does cuss a lot more than I expected going into it, which not a big deal. But I liked the interview part, and I thought it would kind of correlate together. But maybe it was just he meant for the future. Anyways, I gotta say, this album really grew on me. When I first listened to it, just like God Complex, I thought, this is not a bad album, but it's not really moving me. So I kept listening, and I kept listening some more, and it started to warm up to me. It started to really sound good. It sounded cohesive. It sounded like an album, is supposed to sound. I could play it from start to finish, and it's now sounding good enough to where I'm not skipping any tracks. I love the Missy Elliott sample on Spectrum. I love Unique with Anderson .Paak. And I love the fact also, to kind of steer off real quick, I love the fact that he didn't rely on any big guest features. And I like Late Night with Masiago. I think that dude was really talented. He was on the hook. And I think Goldlink also showed his range as an artist on it. And he shows his range as an artist throughout the whole project. Kind of blending electronic with hip-hop and, a little bit of R&B here and there. And, the subject matter is great. I love on New Black how he's talking about, hip-hop will die if we keep lying and talking about guns and stuff. So I really did like the subject matter. I think it grew on me a lot. I feel like Goldlink definitely could be a bigger name. He has that type of music that'll catch on to people. But I gotta stress that for me at least, Goldlink wasn't impressive when I first listened to it. It had to grow on me, and that was one of the things. I think he's an acquired taste because some people are gonna like him, some people won't. So should you buy his debut album? I say give it a chance. I did. I'm very happy that I did, that I continue to listen to it. I wanted to do this review yesterday, but I was like, no, I'm going to keep listening to it. I'm going to give myself a little bit more to digest and kind of absorb more of what he's going for with this album. And, yeah, and also I want to point out real quick, the hooks were also a strong point on the album. But yeah, here's 3 questions. So, what are your thoughts on Goldlink as an artist? Do you like him? Do you not like him? Is this your first time listening to it? Let me know, your thoughts in the comment section. Do you feel like this album is better than God Complex? And finally, do you think Goldlink could be a breakout star in 2016? Let me know your thoughts on those 3 questions in the comment section below. My closing statement, Goldlink may have a sound that you need to, get used to. But his debut album, and after that, We Didn't Talk, was excellent after several spins. It truly grows on you. And, that's some of the best music sometimes. So once you listen to the album, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share the video, follow me on Twitter at SermonsDomain. And as always, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching. And until next time, peace.